the regular meeting of the City of Hornell Industrial Development Agency. Time is 8 o'clock. I'll now call the meeting to order. That's all right, pretty good.
That's all.
Valuable. Secretary's report, John.
I'll accept the motion for the secretary's report that's in the packet.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Questions, comments, concerns? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Next, the treasurer's report. Ed.
Included in your packets is the March financials, and I will entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried.
Lizzie?
Hi, how is everyone?
Morning.
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 Good morning. I apologize I couldn't be there in person today.
No problem.
You're fine.
Next, under committee reports, audit committee. John.
Yes, the ID account in March, the operating account in March, we paid out $292,009.48. I'll accept the motion for that.
I'll make a motion.
Second by Rick.
We could probably group the committee reports into one motion.
Yeah.
Okay. Personnel, nothing to report. Governance, Rick.
Yep, so governance committee met and went over some RFPs for the corridor expansion up here on 36. The numbers presented are initial and should change as far as the project moving forward, but we do have a grant outright or coming that we're requesting in order for something to move forward as far as giving the contract or awarding the contract to engineering. We'll have to get a waiver, which Mike thinks we'll be able to get. Following a review of the 3 RFPs, the one that we were hoping to go forward with that looks like the best situation was Erdman Anthony, and you have the 3 proposals in front of you. Following review, we're asking for a motion we're putting a motion forward to approve moving forward with the Erdman Anthony offer for RFP with the quote provided so that further negotiation can take place. The final number not to exceed what is on the contract, but we've been told that it'll actually be quite lower than that because one of the concrete suppliers is here already on site. So anything you want to add to that, Mike?
No, we're in a time crunch here. Mike Griffin was here with us. He's been with us from day one, and he went over, he gave his recommendations and the reason why. One issue we have, the waiver that Rick is talking about. For the grant, we're not supposed to award anything for that grant's been approved. We're asking for a waiver to be able to award it before it's approved, because this is time sensitive, and we need to get an engineering firm on board to work with the union. The union right now don't know what they're building. They have committed to working with us. We should be able to get a real good price on them, because Mike Griffin worked, he was the project engineer on this, but they have what they call, certain guidelines for charge guidelines. He thinks we can get a kind of deal with the union, maybe a little higher because ours is much smaller than the whole project up there, but it's important that we get an engineer online so the union can start working with them. Mike's gonna stay with it right along. He will be our guy. He's already got in touch with the city to meet with the mayor and also meet with Rich to make sure that everything we're engineering meets the city code and the guidelines for the city. So, and what we'll be asking for is just a motion not to exceed the number in the quote. We're confident that once we start negotiating with them, we can bring that number down substantially. But we had 3 quotes, 2 were in line, one of them was half. And we just discounted it. But the other 2 we feel could do the job. But the recommendation of our consultant was if we award to, we don't know the final number, but we'll ask for a motion to let
Not to exceed.
Mike Griffin, not to see it, Mike Griffin and I will negotiate then with the one that we pick. So,
I'll make a motion.
Okay,
I'll make a motion.
and a second.
Yeah.
Any questions?
what the motion will say, it'll say, we're gonna negotiate with Urban Anthony for engineering for the connector project for a number not to exceed
187.
187.1, I think it was, whatever that number was. Oh, I'll trade you.
187.
Yeah, 187, 100.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
That does have to happen pretty quickly. Just to fit in.
Yeah, Mike is actually gonna, I've talked to Gary Hosmer, but Mike is gonna actually have a meeting with him too, because he understands it much better than any of us. It's just what he did for many years. So he's gonna meet with Gary Hosmer to find out exactly what's going on. They're gonna be ready for us, but, and two, he says that by using the same contractor, they may change their mindset when they do the curb cut, how they come off. Or they could actually do things that benefit them, benefit the state, benefit us. They might, tweak their construction plan a little bit to come in and do the road at the same time. So there's a lot of positives to using the
Well, the good thing is that they're already here.
Yeah.
So you're going to, avoid all those mobilization costs because they already have their equipment on site. So that's a big factor in projects like this.
That's all I had to report.
Okay. Moving along, executive director's report.
Well, motion to approve those committee reports.
Make a motion.
Second.
Any comments, questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Committee reports passed. Executive director's report, Mike.
What Street grant applications is submitted. They actually started that month and we had it ready to submit a month ago, but then we're working with Victoria. So the month was good for us because she tweaked it and changed this. So we now have that application in for the infrastructure grant. We'll see how that comes out. The RFP for the new street we talked about. The Alston master lease, which brings all our leases together. Liz, you can jump in anytime you want. We had proposed the master lease to them. They didn't accept the one we proposed. I think most of it is for the term, I believe, Liz.
Yeah,
They're gonna come. You can go ahead.
yeah, so we can hop into executive session in a little while too and talk more in details about the terms. But yes, we did circulate a draft and recall this is capturing all of the outstanding Alston leases just under one umbrella. They want to negotiate, it seems, the term. We had proposed it a bit further than they would. We can get into details then, but Sean and I will be, I think, meeting with them next week to discuss some finalized terms. But it should be going forward still, probably just for a shorter time period.
The other thing, I do have the commitment that we talked about to borrow $2.5 million from Community Bank. They've accepted the loan, I have commitment. I would like a motion to be able to sign the commitment. We will not draw any money until this lease thing is worked out because actually the security for the $2.5 million is the assignment of the lease. And Alston's, that is baked into Alston's new lease arrangement. They will be paying back that over term. The same, the bank has given us terms, they go back to back. And we can talk about this a little further in executive session because it has to do with the company. We do have RFPs on the renovations for the Canasteel Street property, and that's to accommodate somebody that's negotiating under lease with. We have, I think, 3. We're looking for a 4th one today. After that would again, it would be baked into the lease over the 10-year lease. The only thing, to be honest, we'd be fronting the money and then getting that over the term of the lease. And that would be what we charge per square foot. And I do have that, and I also have a little administrative fee in there for us and interest, because we'd be carrying this for a while. But once we get all the proposals or the quotes, and I'll look at them and see what we think. I think the lowest we get now is in the 35,000 range. But again, that would be part of the lease. The lease number will go up to accommodate that, plus a fee for us. And the one thing we found out about the Canasteel Street property, everything is very difficult to separate the utilities. We asked the gas company to put in another meter, and they told us no. This is, and that's the fact.
Not even a discussion point, just.
No.
Oh,
So I do not know what we will charge per square foot yet, because if I have to bake in the utilities, and that raises that too. But I've already calculated what I need to cover the cost of the renovations at the lowest number so far, and that number won't go up, it may go down. And free for the use of our money. So it's a good customer of ours. They've been leasing us for years. It would just be more space. So if we could sign a 10-year lease, that'd be very good for us. There's a lot of interest in that building. I've actually got someone working on it, seeing if they can zone that thing and break out the utilities. It's very difficult to estimate utilities going out for 10 years. It really is. So.
Especially with volatility in the with electricity these days.
But we shall see, and they're looking at a property in another city, and this one, I think that their employees are happy where they are and they'd like to stay. So that would be a good situation for us. And we'll have that by next meeting. Also, we revised, we had our applications for assistance for the IDA. Lizzie Harris Beach went over the whole application, made any adjustments that they thought needed to be made. So we now have a updated application that covers everything, approved by our attorney. So we're set there, and we talked about that for a while. The 117 main update is, that
I found, wow.
Dickie Argenteri did not accept our proposal and submitted a counter offer. We have not done anything. The counter offer they gave us, to be honest, I did not recommend. I pretty much told them we wouldn't do it. So if we want to make another counter offer or another offer, we can do that, and that can be discussed. I don't think it's anything we got to do today, but we could think about it and make a decision, what we want to do and whether we want to obtain the property and under what circumstances we do. I would be very, we can talk about executive session, but the counter offer made 0 sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to go into executive session for that. I have some comments on that.
But with that, we can go into executive session and discuss the property issues.
Okay. I have a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Here now in session.
Don't need a motion to approve me to sign the commitment letter with Community Bank for $2.5 million.
So moved.
Second, Ed,
Yes.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Then we need a motion to accept the dated application. Approve the updated application.
Okay, motion by John. Second by Ed, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
And I have nothing else. Lizzie, anything else you have?
Nope, I have nothing else either.
Did I miss anything?
I think covered 117, yeah.
Anything, Aaron? Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm good.
We have a motion to adjourn. Motion by Ed, second by Rick.
Mhm.
All in favor? Say aye. We're now adjourned.